Hello Wastelanders and Vault Hunters, this is Kite, standing in for Caedo today to bring you a new guide for Borderlands 2. In this guide, I'll show you how to access all of the loot boxes locked behind electrical fences in the vanilla game. The order that I'll show these will be by the game's progression, so be warned. This guide contains location-based spoilers. To start off, let's skim over the electrical fence in the southern shelf, the first one you can encounter. While this fence does not hold any loot within, it does introduce you to the concept and solution to the further fences in the game. I'll start each loot box run through at the box itself, so you know where to find it, then from there lead you to the fence's corresponding fuse box. I'll display each location's map as well, marking fence and loot locations with a red dot, while yellow dots will indicate the fuse boxes. And for the purpose of this guide, I've cleared out all the enemies beforehand so I can show you a clear path to each fuse box. We begin in Frostburn Canyon on the east side of the map. As this is the first loot-containing fence presented in the game, it is designed to be easy to locate its fuse box. The fuse boxes can get harder to locate with more indirect and complex wiring, so I won't focus on the wires in this video, just the most direct path to each fuse box. We start at the most northern point of the map for the location of the chest. Continue following the path, and then up a few stairs to access a side area in which the fuse box is found. Be prepared, when you enter this side area there will be a badass waiting for you. In the southeastern area of the map, there is a large building, also noticeable on your map. We start at the west side of the building to see the fence. Then head along the right side of the building in order to find the ladder. Climb to the top of the structure, and head to the opposite side of the building. Here, you will also find a vault symbol. Stand right on top of the vault symbol and look into the building, and you will see the fuse box. Be careful as there will be enemies on your way to the loot box inside of the building. There's another electric fence in Tundra Express that contains an unlockable fast travel location hidden in a farmhouse. It could be useful in the future, so to access it, just climb into the barn to the east of the house and hit the fuse box on the wall. Arguably one of the most difficult fences to deactivate, the fridge has 3 fuse box locations. Only one of the 3 will be the one you need to deactivate, all of which are marked on the map I've displayed. I'll be showing what I think is the easiest route to each fuse box location. Upon entering the building which contains the electrical fence, continue down the building through a fenced pathway, turn left and climb up the ladder, then head right and run towards the entrance on the other side of the room. Follow the path and you'll be taken to a ledge. Hidden next to a bunch of boxes and a pillar, you will find the first possible fuse box. If this is not the correct one, turn around, jump from the building and descend into the bunker below. At the bottom of the stairs and to the right, you will see several ammo chests and the doll logo. On the wall, you will see the second possible fuse box. If that is still not the switch you need, head back up the stairs and take a right. Run across the pathway and continue down the snowy slope until you are underneath the red tart. Turn left and hidden in a corner behind some boxes and a crate, you will find the final possible switch. The Highlands hold 2 electrical fences, both of which are extremely easy. The first fence is at the southern end of the map. You'll probably need a sniper rifle for this one. Stand in front of the fence and look east towards the building on top of the mountain, and attached to the spires you will find the fuse box. The next fence location is inside the Hyperion Fortress, in the center area of the map, on the roof of one of the buildings. Simply stand in front of the fence and look up to see the fuse box. Instead of loot, this location holds an echo log from Tanis. Inside of the Hyperion facility, in the Wildlife Exploitation Preserve, you will find the next electrical fence. If you're feeling like a badass, and can get to the right vantage point, you can blow up the explosive barrel on top of the building. Otherwise, continue down the way, and up 2 sets of stairs. Take a right, and jump up to the building top and you will see the fuse box. Hop down, and you're right in front of your unlocked loot. For this one, I'll be starting off by showing you the location of the fuse box first, then leading you to the fence location. Upon entering Sanctuary Hole from 3 Horns Divide, head north through the wreckage. After you pass a motel sign and climb up the stairs beneath it, turn right and carefully jump across the platforms. Following the platforms right, you should be facing the fuse box. To access the now unlocked loot, make your way back across the platforms back onto the main pathway. Continue north until you reach the lift at the end of the map. Descend on the lift and head straight into the doll structure. At the other end of the building, you will find the chest. Starting on the northern side of the map, head across the bridge and around the building to the lift area, and raise the lift if it isn't already. Walk onto the other side of the gap and look into it. You will see the fuse box. Hit it and lower the lift. Then board the lift and ascend to the top, and on the right side of the building you'll find the chest. In the northwestern portion of the map lies the fuse box and chest. Upon entering the area, you'll be able to find the fuse box inside of a little shack on the left side of the road, next to the edge. Hit the fuse and continue through the circular path until you reach the end. Near the edge, you'll see the car trunk that holds your prize. In the southeast portion of the map is the chest and fuse box. Because the area here can be confusing to navigate, I'm starting my route on top of a mound of dirt. From here, head straight through the rafters and veer slightly left down the stairs. Enter the building and you should immediately see the chest. Passing through and heading right, you'll want to exit the building and drop down to the ground. Continue forward and head into the lift in the building on the other side of the construction area. Raise the lift, but don't wait for it to take you all the way to the top. Jump out on the 3rd floor, and beside 2 ammo chests, you'll find the fuse box. In the middle east side of the map, there is a docking area. Carved into the earth is the fenced-off area. The fuse box is right behind some crates out in the open, and the cables are easily seen leading to it. Keep in mind that enemies will spawn once you hit the switch. Hidden underneath an overpass in the central section of the map, you'll find the fence leading into a cave. To unlock it, simply continue up the road and through the Hyperion Gate. Go a little bit farther before turning around to face the tower connected to the gate. Look through a long-ranged weapon and you will see the fuse box. Be ready to take on some enemies in the cave that you've now unlocked. Here we find the fence on top of a ladder, hidden in a small area in the southwestern section of the map. To unlock it, head around to the other side of the buildings and climb up the ladder to the roof. From here, jump across the platforms to the other side of the building. Keep moving forward and carefully jump down into the lower chain-linked fence rooftop, and around the corner you'll find the fuse box hidden in an unmarked portion of the map. In the central part of the map, you will find the loot box and fence in Dr. Zed's old shack, in the ruins of Firestone. Mosey up the pathway and underneath the overpass, and you'll notice a tower next to a slag pond. On the other side of the path, opposite from the tower, you will see a collapsed tower. Climb up onto the sides of it, then face the other tower across the pathway, and you'll be able to hit the fuse box. You can also see the fuse box easily if you're on top of the overpass. Towards the beginning of the map, just past the teleporter, you'll notice the huge electrified fence. Continue down the linear path until you've crossed the 2nd bridge. Take a right and head down the cliffside until you see the fuse box behind a pillar. And there you have it, folks, all fuse box locations and their corresponding chests. I hope you've found this guide useful. Tell me what you think in the comments, and let me know if I've missed one. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Caedo Genesis. If you want to continue scavenging the wasteland, check out one of Caedo's many guides on Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. If post-apocalyptia isn't your thing, perhaps slaying mighty beasts in Skyrim is. Caedo's got the hookup for all the best equipment and apparel to vanquish your foes. There's some other stuff on this channel too. Something about game music videos, podcasts, live streams, let's plays, I don't know. Thanks for watching.